So, in GTA 5, Grove Street is now under the control of the Ballers. Anyone who's played San Andreas will know this is very bad news for CJ and the Grove Street families. So what happened to CJ after the events of GTA San Andreas?
Hey, you know Grove Street used to be family hood. Grove Street family? Man, long time ago. Man, what happened to them dudes? Shit, I don't know.
Well, as it turns out, we do know some details that are very interesting. Our first clue comes from CJ himself and the events that happened before San Andreas. Before GTA San Andreas, CJ is living in Liberty City. We know that CJ got too overwhelmed by his brother Brian's death and moved here because of it. It wasn't until Beverly Johnson, CJ, Brian and Sweet's mother is killed in a drive-by shooting by the Ballers that Sweet phones Carl and informs him, and Carl agrees to return for the funeral. This part of the story is our first big clue because it shows us that for a period of time, CJ lost all interest in Grove Street families and had no desire to remain affiliated with the gang culture until the death of Beverly.
What's up, Sweet? What you want? This mama. She's dead, bro.
So what happens next is a crucial part of today's story. Following his return, CJ discovers that Grove Street families have weakened over the years due to the rise of the crack trend. Sweet, the gang's leader, doesn't openly admit it, but CJ's absence has impacted the gang's leadership and strength tremendously.
Yeah!
Things has changed around here.
This suggests that CJ's commitment to the gang is vital for its stability and could give us a foreshadowing later in the video as to why Grove Street is Ballers' turf in GTA 5 for some very worrying reasons. Our next hint comes from another mission in GTA San Andreas, Homecoming. Prior to this mission, CJ's brother Sweet is in a prison hospital being treated for gunshot wounds, but remains in a stable condition. CJ diverges from Grove Street families once again, establishing his empire and neglecting the gang. Without CJ's leadership, the gang crumbles once again, losing Grove Street and most of its territories in Los Santos. This demonstrates CJ's shifting priorities towards his new ventures and away from the gang life once again until Sweet gets out of prison. It's not until the mission Homecoming, where Mike Torino has us pick up Sweet from the hospital, that we get one of the most important cutscenes in the chapter of the story.
What's up, bro?
Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing, bro?
I'm alright, man. Hey, man, we off to our new spot. We got a mansion, Sweet. We've been putting in work, and shit is going well. We got a stake in the casino. We got some insane shit in Fierro. We get into the rap game. Hey, man, let me get you some new clothes. Come on.
New clothes? Nigga, what the fuck is this bullshit? You never did get it, did you, Carl? I need to go check on things in the hood. Man, that's the problem. You always a perpetrator, running from what's real.
Hey, man, shit's fucked up there. You don't want to be in the hood.
No, that's exactly where I want to be. What you done for our hood?
Man, what the hood done for me?
As you heard right there, once again, with Sweet now free, CJ has no interest in reclaiming his family home, with a strong desire to leave Grove Street behind and go and live in his new home, quote unquote. He doesn't even consider Grove Street his home anymore.
Look like baseheads and took over the spot. Let's go home.
This is home, man. Get these fuckers out of Mom's house. You was born in there. Damn!
But of course, with some persuasion from Sweet, he agrees to help him take it back. But CJ is now the new manager for Mad Dog, and it looks likely that Sweet may have agreed to leave the Grove Street families behind in the years after the events of San Andreas. Fast forward to GTA 5, set in 2013, and Los Santos has undergone significant changes. Grove Street is now controlled by the Ballers, and the original Grove Street families are nowhere to be found.
Seriously, dog. Families for life.
Hey, man, you really don't want people hear you saying that.
Yo, so let me ask you something, F-Dog.
Man, it's Franklin. What?
Are you Grove Street? Is Grove Street like a myth?
Man, that's some old school shit. Hell no, it's not a myth.
So this hints that a significant event leading to the gang's decline happened somewhere between the 1992 and the early 2000s. This interesting Lifeinvader post says, "Thanks for giving us Grove Street." We know that this is in the same universe as we mentioned earlier because we actually hear Lamar and Franklin talking about Grove Street and how it used to be family's turf a long time ago in a mission in GTA 5.
Hey, you know Grove Street used to be family hood. Grove Street family? Man, long time ago. Man, what happened to them dudes? Shit, I don't know. Could be dead. Shit, or could be CEOs by now.
Or probably living in some suburb somewhere, driving SUVs and shit, you know, soccer moms and shit, coaching little league football team.
Yeah, the suburban flight, huh? Probably so.
That's gonna be
But
me and you.
in GTA 5, another massive Easter egg can be found that drove fans absolutely crazy. Because during the mission Hood Safari, you can actually see these characters that look very much like the characters from GTA San Andreas in the opening mission where you ride on the BMX bicycles. However, using a no-clip mod, we can clearly see this is an Easter egg intentionally put in there by Rockstar Games. So what happened to CJ luxury clothing brands? Now that one might be a far stretch, but nevertheless it's still in the game. So is that it? Is CJ actually alive and well? Well, he might not be. We have a twist in the story now, because something that throws the narrative off completely has been discovered in GTA 5 and has honestly left me quite confused. Now what you're about to see and hear is an NPC conversation that can be heard in GTA 5 that has some very interesting things to say.
Yo, we gotta get that money.
Yeah, you really are cool, man. Yo, what's up?
You know OG Johnson is gutter as a motherfucker.
Wow. Okay, so this character just said, OG Johnson is gutter than a motherfucker. Now, OG Johnson is 100% either CJ or Sweet. OG meaning original gangster, Johnson being, of course, the surname of Carl and Sweet. So, this basically means that they are living homeless, they're dead, or they're very poor, living in a bad way. So why would Rockstar Games add this NPC conversation into the game where they claim that OG Johnson is poor or living in a terrible condition? So is it true that CJ or Sweet, whoever this NPC is referring to, is either homeless, dead, or completely lost all of their money? Now, of course, we don't really know what happened to CJ in the events of GTA 5, but this narrative by this NPC here completely throws us off track and confuses me, quite honestly.
Man, that's some old school shit. Hell no, it's not a myth.
I believe that this NPC could have been referencing Sweet. Maybe Sweet has left CJ's side and is living less wealthily. But honestly, I just can't see CJ leaving his brother behind like that.
Enjoy this. It takes the pain away.
Oh yeah?
Oh, what the hell you doing?
Shit.
So let me know what you guys think down in the comments section below. And I guess for now, the mystery of what happened to CJ is still unconclusive.